Determine the value. So it says 15% of 125. The of indicates that we're talking about the whole. So we're looking for the part that is 15% of 125. Recall that percents are out of 100. In my class, we use the cross multiply and divide strategy. So we have 125 times 15, and then divide that by 100. $125 times 15 divided by 100 is 18.75. All of these problems are pretty much the same. The only thing that's going to change is the percentage. So for this first one, we would put 1%, cross multiply and divide, then we would do 10%, and so on. But the whole remains 125 for all. Pedro is presented with the following job offers. Which should he choose? So at the electronics store, he would earn $12.50 per hour. At the car dealership, he would earn 2% commission on all of his sales. And at the cell phone store, he would get paid $7.75 per hour and 5% of his commission on sales. So to get paid an hourly rate, he gets paid based on how many hours he works. The commission is based on the value of how much he sells. So if he sells many cars or really expensive cars, he could earn a lot of money using a commission system. At the cell phone store, if he sells multiple cell phones, he's going to earn money based on the value of the cell phones. In order to determine which job he should choose, it would be helpful to know how many hours he plans on working or the value of the sales that he's going to make. Let's look at another problem that uses commission to see how much you would earn. This says Lily works at a cabinet store and earns 11% commission on the items she sells. Lily sells a cabinet for $138. How much commission does Lily earn? So the percent, 11, is out of 100, and the amount she sold the cabinet for is 138. But she's only going to earn part of that money. She's going to earn 11% of that. So we'll cross multiply and then divide. $138 times 11 divided by 100 is $15.18. So that's how much money she earns for selling this cabinet. 6% commission on the sale of a home is evenly split between two real estate agents. If a house sells for $135,000, how much commission does each agent make? Well, they are going to earn 6%, and the house was sold for $135,000. The commission is the part of that sale. So we'll cross multiply and divide. $135,000 times 6 divided by 100 is $8,100 in commission, but that is split between two people. That phrase split can be used as a division problem. So each real estate agent is going to earn $4,000 or $4,050 for a sale of a house. That's $135,000. Sarah earns 1.8% commission on each vehicle she sells in 1 week. So that's 1.8 out of 100. She sells a sports car for $38,900 and a truck for $51,050. How much commission does she earn from these sales? Well, her total sales for that week would be the combined total of those vehicles. So 38,900 plus 51,050 is 89,950. And we're looking for how much she is going to earn out of those sales. We'll cross multiply. And divide. Which is $1,619.10. So of the $89,950 that those vehicles are worth or sold for, she's only going to earn $1,619.10 from those sales. Logan works at a bike store. Logan earns $500 a week plus 8% commission on her sales. Last week, she sold $2,100 worth of bikes and accessories. How much did Logan earn last week? So let's find her commission piece first. She sold this much worth of products, and she's going to earn 8%. We will cross multiply and divide. And that's going to tell us just the commissions. So 2,100 times 8 divided by 100 is 168 for commissions. Plus the $500 that she regularly earns per week is $668 of earnings last week. Ethan works at a jewelry store and earns $8.50 per hour plus 4% commissions on sales. So there's two components here, the hourly amount and the commission. Last week, Ethan worked 25 hours, so he earns $8.50 per hour, and he works for 25 hours. $8.50 times 25 will tell us how much he earned for his hours of work. And that is $212.50 for his hours of work. And then we also need to figure out the commissions. He earns 4%, and the amount of money that he sold was $321 worth of jewelry. Cross multiply and divide. $321 times 4 divided by 100 is $12.84. So altogether, from his hours of work and his commission, he earns $225.34. We need to add his hours and his commission together to get how much he earned last week. A store pays 5% commission on the first $1,000 in sales and 8% commission on any amount over $1,000. Find the commission on a sale on a $1,144 sale. So in the first $1,000, they earn 5% commissions. Then any amount over that, they earn 8% commission. This is $144 over 1,000. So we're going to get 8% on $144. Cross multiply and divide. 1,000 times 5 divided by 100 is $50. 144 times 8 divided by 100 is $11.52. So all together, if we combine those two values, $50 plus $11.52 is $61.52. Now we're going to revisit question 1. Some assumptions that we need to make are based on how many hours per week they're going to work. And a typical job in our country is about 40 hours per week. Let's look at the average price of a vehicle. Well, we know new cars can be very expensive, but car dealerships also sell some used cars. So let's assume that we are going to say the average cost is about $30,000 for a vehicle. And maybe they sell 3 vehicles per week. Now we also need to think about the average cost of a cell phone. We know that there are cell phones that sell for around $1,000 or more. There are also other brands that are cheaper. So let's say the average cell phone is $600. And they sell 10 per week. We're going to use these assumptions to determine the weekly pay for each job and then determine which job he should accept. For the electronics, it's just an hourly rate. So he's going to get $12.50 per hour, and he's going to work 40 hours per week. So we will multiply $12.50 by 40 to tell us how much he's going to earn per week. And that is $500. For the car dealership, he just earns the commission, which is 2% out of his sales. Well, if he sells 3 vehicles at $30,000, that'd be 30, 60, 90,000. So we'll cross multiply and divide. 90,000 times 2 divided by 100 is $1,800 per week. But the cell phone company he earns based on his hourly rate, and he works for 40 hours and a commission. So $7.75 times 40 will tell us how much he earns for working his hours. And then we also need to do the percent of his commissions. So he's earning 5% if he sells $600 or $600 smartphones or cell phones, and he sells 10 of them, that's $6,000. So cross multiply, then divide. 6,000 times 5 divided by 100 is 300. So from his hourly rate and his commissions, he's going to earn $610. So which job should he choose? He should choose the car dealership salesperson job. And then it says explain your choice. 1,800 is more than 610 and 500. That's the end of lesson 6. There should be more lessons posted shortly.